thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. We'll see the dynamic Justin Fields, fourth in the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. It's the Bears and the Raiders, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Now the good news is that the winds are as... Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Soldier Field. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. Behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now our first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 14 carries, 57 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Shifts past him at the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Once again, it's Jacobs. Nice little juke. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Play action. Now it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Jacobs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Carr. Right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of security. Incomplete here. So Carr will depart. Along comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have it.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Max Crosby in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face force a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw his Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. A tight one after one on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action. Now Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Carr going to throw. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's what I see so proud of this defense because they have shown their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw here into the hands of Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They got 29 yards that time. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yard.
Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. But he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raiders offense ready to go. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Here's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From midfield, here's Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. The 20. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he's caught downfield. It's Waller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Caught out right by Renfro. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now Carr again. And Waller taking it in over the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Carr. And he's got Renfrow in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was Hunter Renfrow who capped things off with a touchdown reception. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive if they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
A good gain on first. Has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Fields. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Fields. And this one is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that was not coming back for Santos. It's no good, wide right. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
This is always a tricky angle for a right-footed kicker because he's trying to draw it to the center of the uprights, but instead he pushes it to the right, and it's no good.
The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Meanwhile, Carr's throw here pulled in by Lazard. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Working with a 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And Lazard's got it again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Buying time to his left. The open man here, Renfrow. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Carlson able to put this one through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to our... Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat-trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back to touchdown.
Darnell Mooney, 26 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So, from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
We'll get this to about the 38.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now Carr maybe with a free play. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Offside. Ethan.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now Carr.
Oh,
on this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They go with Jacobs, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Dancing to his, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1. And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it.
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Here's Carr to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's third and 9. Carr to throw.
crossing route, and he's got his man. It's Renfro. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw his Carr. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Carr. This is caught. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4th down loss on the play. And a 4th down. So Carr will depart. In comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. This from 25 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Play action. It's Fields. This will be caught downfield by Marshall.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line.
Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bears have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. The CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Being chased out left. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And he's going to be met at about the 43. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Now it's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Soldier Field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now Fields. Catch is made by Harry. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Got a man open. That's Harry. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Back to throw. Fields.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his head kept it exactly that.
Throwing on 3rd down. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here's Fields.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Malik McDowell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
Able to convert.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Off play action, Fields.
He's got a man. That's Marshall. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And he slides to a halt inside the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Fields now to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Max Crosby able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. So the folks on hand here going a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 33 yards that time. To throw, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. The give to the fullback on the dive. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So now Fields and the Bears
down 35-31. A minute 55 remaining.
Able to find Kmet.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now Fields. That's into the hands of Marshall.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Here's Fields.
And And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. All eyes on Fields. He's got Gordon, and he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Back to throw, Fields. Got his man, that's Harry. And he will have the Bears first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Managed to met the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Raiders... Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense.
I come alive in the dark. And I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark. And I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning. Or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.
First off, let me talk my... Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my... It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Make some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Try to sing my shit like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the is built like a Maserati, yoga folding like origami? What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real